Can y'all hear me okay? Anybody got sound? Just give me a thumbs up if you do. Thanks for watching tonight. We had a little bit of a glitch here getting this live stream online. So just if you hear me okay, I know there's a little bit of a delay on what we see here live and what is on here, but I just want to make sure you all can hear me okay. We're tracking a severe storm moving through portions of Jackson and approaching Franklin County, Tennessee. And that's why we're doing the live stream tonight to, please make everybody aware of this storm moving by. And, of course, downstream for parts of Grundy and eventually Marion County as the storm continues to move. And, of course, other parts of Jackson County being affected as well.
Oh, we should be good, David. It looks like Sam figured it out.
Okay. So we're up. Okay.
We should be up, yep.
Okay. All right. All right, everybody. Can everybody hear me okay on here? I'll wait for the thumbs up. Thumbs up motion here. I appreciate your patience here. We've had our crew getting this up online, making sure you can hear me okay. So I appreciate your patience there. Let me share this over to a couple of other pages so everybody knows where to jump on board. And thanks again for sticking around with us tonight. We're tracking a couple of severe storms. This one causing a warning over Franklin and Jackson County till 8 o'clock Eastern. Of course, that's 7 o'clock in the central time zone. Could have wind gusts upwards of 60 miles an hour, even some quarter-size hail with that one. So let me share this over to our other pages and have a few more folks jump on board. Thanks so much for joining us and for your patience. Oh, every now and then you get a few technical glitches. That's to be expected. It's going to happen every now and then with technology. And let me share this over to our Storm Track 9 page real quickly here. Let those folks jump on board who follow that page. If you want to follow that page as well, it's Storm Track 9. Very easy to find on your Facebook page. Do. All right, Tuesday evening storm tracking. All right, folks, let me turn this stream on from here so I can see your comments. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. Appreciate you joining us here, and I'll get to your comments as well as they scroll by on the screen. So let me pull that up. All right. Hello, Tracy. Hello, Brianne. Hello, Dakota. Happen every now and then. And I can hear the audio there on the stream. All right. Hello, Kim. Hello, Carol. Thanks for watching. Carol, my eagle. Thank you. All right. Here's what we're tracking tonight. And I appreciate you standing by as we've been dealing with a few technical glitches there, but that's okay. Here's a storm we're watching. That is approaching Huntland, which is in far western Jackson County. The warning extends down into far northwestern Jackson County, then Franklin County here. But if I pause this, that storm does extend all the way down to Scottsboro. So in Scottsboro, it's getting a little loud out there, but so far, this part of the storm is not severe, but it's very loud. A lot of rain, lightning right along 72 from Scottsboro to Gurley. And then the farther north you go, this is the warned storm. And look at all the lightning strikes with that one. Such a cluster of lightning there. We'll put our velocity scan on there, kind of scan the winds involved here, and you can see a little broad rotation there. So that's a well-developed storm. Again, could have some ping pong ball size hail. That's pretty big. In fact, let's put our hail tracker on there for a moment. I'm going to take all the features off here. We're just going to isolate this and look at the hail features. And there you can see a little bit of hail right along the Tennessee-Alabama border right there. A little bit of hail. And estimated size near an inch in diameter. So that's about quarter size. National Weather Service estimates about ping pong size. So that hail threat will keep moving north and east, more than likely through southern parts of Franklin County. So that is the hail situation out there. Now we turn our other features right back on here. You can see all the lightning strikes going on, the direction of movement. And again, it's kind of a line of storms that basically stretches from just near Scottsboro to just around Fayetteville. And again, watch the motion of the past hour. If you're watching our 6 o'clock newscast, we were talking about this storm chance developing and keeping an eye on it. And that's why we have those alerts out now for Jackson and Franklin County. There's a general movement off to the north and east. Again, movement's at about 30 miles an hour to the northeast. Again, wind gusts up to 60. Large hail possible with this. Let me track the severest part of this storm, and we'll track the leading edge of it, which is right here. Moving northeast at 30. Here gives you kind of an estimated timeline. High top, which is near the radar site momentarily. Winchester, then Suwannee around the top of the hour. Folks in Mount Eagle right after 8 o'clock Eastern. And possibly near Jasper, if it stays on that same pace, possibly near Jasper around 7:35 Central Time. So that's a rough estimate, kind of a timeline on what to anticipate. A lot of lightning clustered around here, southern parts of Franklin, northeastern part of Jackson County. And just to give you a wide view, not everybody being impacted by this, but as you can see, there's even some spotty development going on in DeKalb County, right in here, so a little downpour near Fort Payne, though not severe. Cluster of lightning, very noisy near Scottsboro, and then, of course, the main warn storm here. Farther back upstream, really just kind of some spotty development. And I'll give the high-res models credit. They were showing this. They were showing this development. That's why at 6 o'clock we focused on the storms that were here at the time and said, watch these and move northeast. This could be our severe chance for the evening hours. And that's why, of course, we've got this warning out for Jackson and Franklin County out to the top of the hour, 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the central time zone. Now, this is the start of a very busy period for us where severe storms could be a problem, both this evening and then especially as we go farther in time through tomorrow and tomorrow night. Here's a wide view of the past 3 hours, and you can see where these storms developed from. They developed right in here. Weren't too strong yet, but over the last hour intensified. The daytime heating helping spark that up. Not much more developing farther back to the south and west. But again, we are under a level 1 severe threat through the night. So like we're seeing now, a few of these storms may provide some hail and damaging wind gust. Higher risk tonight from Nashville northward to the Ohio Valley. And then tomorrow, the game changes altogether. Everybody locally under a level 2 to level 3 risk. That's a slight to enhanced risk of severe storms. That's moving up the scale. And if you break down the chances a little bit more, you can see the tornado risk for tomorrow, especially tomorrow night through early Thursday, 2% chance south of the state line. North of the state line, the chances go up. And it'll be with a complex of storms coming down from the north, moving south. So a little bit more energy, parts of Ray, parts of Bledsoe, Van Buren, and Cumberland County late tomorrow, which kind of doubles the tornado threat compared to other counties in southeast Tennessee. But realize that everybody locally needs to stay alert. If it's anything above 0%, you've got a risk. So even at 2%, I've seen tornadoes happen at 2%. And of course, I've seen them at 5 and 10%. So don't let down your guard if you're at 2%. Now, for damaging wind gust, everybody's risks are higher. Again, northern counties locally a 30% risk of that, 15% chance south, and the same thing for a large hail risk. Very large chance there. Crossville along the plateau and right along I-40 and north. So some large hail could be possible, especially tomorrow night. So we go back to our radar view. And we'll see how long these hold together because as the sun sets, losing a little bit of daytime heating, a little bit of the energy needed, these storms may either intensify or start to fade, but no signs of fading yet. You can see around Scottsboro, a lot of heavy rain, a lot of lightning over the skyline. So you folks in Stevenson, that's going to be moving your way shortly. You're no doubt hearing the thunder in the distance. As I always say, when the thunder roars, you head indoors. And of course, there's the core of that storm. High top is where the radar is situated from. That's why you see the little spirals and all spires going in all directions here. That's the radar right there. And again, you can see the cluster of lightning and the strong part of that storm is now squarely over the southwestern part of Franklin County. So again, Winchester, eventually Swanee and Mont Eagle, that is moving your way this warning out to the top of the hour, the next 19, 20 minutes. And we'll pause it there so you can kind of see where it is now at the moment. And you can see it's got some gust potential there. Looking at the velocity scan within this, it's going to have some broad rotation, common with a severe storm, especially one that can be producing hail. It'll have a strong updraft with it. So strongest wind gust right there near Huntland. I believe that's along Highway 64. Is that right? Yeah, it's along U.S. Highway 64. Farther south, we'll check out the wind gust potential in Scottsboro. And you can see right here, it's more straight line wind with that particular cell. So some wind gust on the front edge of that, but not a rotating situation. And again, we've had this little flare up of downpours in and around Fort Payne. That's been caused by some of as the winds have been descending from that storm to the west, it's allowed some uplift there, added lift to generate those thunder showers near Fort Payne. May have a little bit of lightning shortly as that storm develops, but keep an eye on that near Valley Head with some downpours. And this is the main line, this one here that we're tracking. And yes, folks, we'll be tracking storms tomorrow and providing these updates through tomorrow night as well. So understand that. We'll, as we track these, as we always do, as we always have done for years in the past, we provide these updates for you on our social media channels. And of course, if needed, over the air. Again, to show you the rest of the viewing area, everybody's in the clear right now. I would say that based on the movement of this, moving northeast. All right, let's keep an eye on this over the next short while and kind of this general area here. As it moves, we'll see if it maintains its strength or it weakens a bit. We'll just have to wait and see and watch that and track that for you. But right now it's on the western edge of the viewing area. And we'll have to see where it moves with time. That's why we're here tonight tracking these for you. Again, there's the warning that we're watching. This is a severe thunderstorm warning for Franklin and Jackson County, more specifically northwestern Jackson County and southwestern Franklin County. Get my directions right. Ping pong ball size hail and wind gusts of 60 miles an hour are possible with that storm. And of course, you get wind gusts of 60. That can cause some, damage to roofs, siding, windows, tree limbs, and such. And of course, the large hail can cause some damage as well. If you're in these areas, have some hail happening, let us know. Okay, let me check out the current hail situation again. So these features will go off for just a second, momentarily. And you can see, I'll loop this again, watch that swath of hail right there. So near Huntland, your highest risk of hail, right along the county border there, right along 64. That's where the better hail chance is right there. And again, rough estimate from the radar, close to an inch of diameter, which is about, well, that's about nickel size. Nickel size to quarter size possible with that. And a lot of lightning with that as well, lighting up the screen. So Scottsboro right in the thick of it right now, up to Hollywood and Skyline, so 72 and right along 79, State Highway 79. This area in Alabama Highway 35, you got a lot of heavy rain, a lot of lightning moving through. Best just to stay put till this storm passes by. Again, this area not under a warning, but it's still a strong storm nevertheless. The lightning threat is dangerous enough. And, of course, driving with all this excessive runoff, not advisable right now. So let it pass on by, let that lightning threat end. It does extend northward towards Winchester, so this part of Franklin County seeing some rain and lightning, though these cells are not severe. And as you can see, they're kind of drifting northeast, so be aware of that. I would say northern Grundy County. Okay? But so far, this is the only cell that has a warning with it, that one right there. So again, we'll hold till the top of the hour and see if there's any other advisories issued on these storms. It was a busy night last night, tracking storms during the evening. Same thing tonight. But again, heads up for you folks in Marion, northern DeKalb, of course, western Jackson, and eventually Dade County. Over the next hour, we'll watch where this tends to move. Let's track the southern part of this cell. If it moves northeast at 30, as it has done so, here's a rough estimate. Notice central versus eastern time. Pisgah around the top of the hour. Stevenson near the top of the hour also. Bridgeport around 8:19 Eastern, 7:19 Central. And Trenton potentially around 8:30 Eastern. Okay, we just had an advisory issued. Oh, there you go. And they just, just as we were talking about, this is not a warning, but this is a thunderstorm statement for the remainder of Jackson County and northeastern DeKalb County. We just talked about that. They're tracking a storm right over Hollywood near Scottsboro, which we just focused on, moving northeast at 35. Wind gusts up to 40 and pea-sized hail possible. So that's just what we were tracking and providing the tracking data on. So I'll put the tracker on it one more time. So we're moving right through this polygon here. Got it moving just a little bit faster, so we'll track it here. So Whiteside, around 7:42, South Pittsburgh, 7:25. Again, these are all Central Time. Bridgeport around 7:20. Stevenson at the top of the hour, Pisgah top of the hour. So actually Pisgah about the next 7 minutes. You're probably in Pisgah hearing the thunder, seeing the lightning, hearing the thunder at the moment. Same thing as Stevenson, Bridgeport. You can hear the thunder roaring out there. And eventually, as we mentioned earlier, Trenton around 8:30. It stays on that same course. So again, wind gusts up to 40 and pea-sized hail possible. Movement is northeast at 35 miles an hour. So again, this is a special weather statement here. This is the main warning polygon for this cell right here along US 64 in the southwestern part of Franklin County. And there's a movement kind of accelerating to the northeast a bit. It looks like the worst of that is now out of Jackson County and squarely into the southwestern part of Franklin County. So heads up in Winchester. That looks like it's moving more your way. You're just outside the warned polygon, but you're getting some lightning strikes around you, and the core, that strongest part of the storm, is moving your way. So heads up in Winchester and Swanee as that looks to be moving more toward the northeast. So that could impact other portions of Franklin County. And of course, we'll see in the next 10 minutes if they extend the advisory, which they probably will. Just as we were talking about this part of the storm here. This one's really spread out quite a bit. Really intensified, so a lot of lightning, Scottsboro to Hollywood and moving northeast. So there's some other communities impacted by that cell that's staying just below severe levels. Let's see who's watching tonight. Brandy, James, Erlene, Sophia, Emma, Nate, thanks for watching. Emily, thanks for watching. And here's our velocity scan into this part of the cell. Don't see any rotation with that. That's a good thing. But some strong wind gusts nevertheless. And we'll focus on this part of the storm here. Now it's kind of making more of a northerly movement. do that one more time. There we go. Loop it. Yeah, right near Huntland. See Huntland to just west of Winchester, right in here. Some stronger gusts coming through, just a broad rotation with that storm. So it's a hail producer, so it's got a pretty strong updraft with it. So it's still pretty nasty there, that western part of Franklin County. So that warning continues there. And just keep in mind, Winchester, you're just on the outside of this polygon, but just be aware that storm could still be strong as it moves through your neck of the woods. And farther north, this part of the cell not as strong, but it'll be moving eventually or clipping by into Grundy County. So Pelham, Tracy City, Bishop of Springs, Viola, this area, you'll have some rain and lightning coming your way. Just be aware of that lightning threat. Hello, Emily. Hey, Suzanne. Hey, Carol. Hey, Danielle. Idara. Brian. Thanks for watching. Hello, Corliss. Yeah, nothing in Cleveland right now, but we'll see if this holds together over the next hour or two. You are welcome, Kay. Thank you for watching. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Michael. All right, let's zoom in on some of the heavily impacted areas right now. There's Hollywood, Scottsboro, Skyline. Look at all these lightning strikes. All the lightning strikes through here. And if the rainfall is intense, so let's just show you that. If it's just stays stuck there for an hour, it would dump 2 inches of rain. But it's not going to be stuck there for an hour. It's going to be stuck there for about a half hour. So this could easily drop an inch of rain pretty quickly. So excessive runoff, a little bit of flash flooding in spots, just got to be aware of that. That shows you how intense that rainfall is with that cell. But aside from that, wind gusts to 40. Look at all this lightning. Another strike here on the northern edge of that up 72. It's just south of Stevenson. This part of Sand Mountain starting to get a little bit more lightning coming your way. Let's check on that cell in Fort Payne. It's, heading up 59 with some heavy downpours. So heads up in this part of Lookout Mountain, over near the Cove, the Macklemore Cove area, Chattooga, Walker, and Dade. You have some downpours coming in, not associated with that cell, though. The stronger cell is just to your west. But this could impact, with time, Dade County near Trenton as it moves northeast.